Hi, my name is Patricia Pinder, and I will be doing a presentation on differentiation and engagement. I have been an educator in a secondary ed math classroom for over 25 years. Today's targets and lesson goals will be for understanding what differentiation and engagement is and what it looks like in a math classroom. I'll also be giving you some strategies for the math classroom. First thing I'd like to do is to define what differentiation is, which is basically adapting instruction in the classroom to meet all the diverse needs of all students. Some of the goals is maybe to understand that all students should be able to have a meaningful and engaged lessons. Not all students learn at the same pace, and basically it allows us to teach every student effectively, providing the different pathways. Some benefits in the math classroom, including being able to identify the readiness for students and kind of support them where they are, building confidence and reducing math anxiety by letting them work together and maybe have some scaffolding to problem solve. It encourages deeper understanding for advanced learners, those that work faster in the classroom. You can get to those enrichment activities. Also, some more benefits in the classroom. It adapts to learning styles when we introduce some manipulatives or visuals or maybe even games, and it promotes the equity in the classroom by understanding that you can tailor lessons to meet all the learners' needs because not all learners learn at the same pace. How differentiation is related to brain-based learning in the math classroom is first acknowledging that the differences in learners. All of our learners are coming with a different subset of skills and a different readiness for learning. We can tailor these lessons to be able to meet them where they are. We can reduce cognitive overload by maybe using scaffolding or by taking these lessons and chunking them. We can create an emotional safe place for students to learn by accepting the fact that mistakes will happen and that it is okay for mistakes to happen. And we can foster meaningful connections by connecting these to the real world. One strategy we can use for differentiation in the math classroom is content differentiation. We can use some skills such as tiered assignments, basically at one assignment, but at three different levels to meet the learners in our classroom where they are. Offering choice as students are coming up at this level, being able to choose and have autonomy can be able to reach them where they are, and that'll keep them engaged. For those faster learners, we can do a compressed curriculum where maybe we can move through these skills quickly and get into more enrichment. And lastly, flexible grouping. Change the grouping from being homogeneous to heterogeneous and different ways for them to learn from each other. Another strategy we can use for differentiation is process differentiation, and that is how the students learn. Maybe we'll apply some math stations or centers, rotate groups throughout the different classroom and reaching those targets, add some manipulatives or visuals, possibly games, using technology programs such as IXL, Khan Academy that will allow us to get students to get reinforced where they are and maybe go further into a deeper understanding, and applying some scaffolding supports such as guided notes and graphic organizers. The next topic I'd like to talk about is engagement in the classroom. Engagement is the level of attention and participation that a student has. Types of engagements are behavioral, emotional, and cognitive. In a math classroom, student engagement looks like students discussing math problems, solving them together, using manipulatives, collaborating on solutions, and reflecting on mistakes and errors, as that's the only way that we can really learn. Some strategies for engagement include making math meaningful, being able to connect to what is age appropriate, bring them to where they are now, having them make a purpose for solving. One way to do that is also with project-based learning. That fosters curiosity and allows students to investigate all different types and way of problem solving and looking at different problems. Another strategy is building a positive math culture. We want to make sure that our students are understanding that it's okay to make mistakes, and we want to accept it, and then we want to celebrate the effort that we have because nobody's perfect, and math anxiety occurs when we start to put that perfect level on ourselves. Using math talk in the classroom encourages students to explain reasoning and problem solving, will engage more with the content and teach students how to work together and collaborate on problem solving. We're not in an igloo. We're not by ourselves. We're not isolated. This is going to let us be able to work together and collaborate. Thank you for watching this presentation. I hope you found some benefit strategies and some understanding of differentiation and engagement in the classroom.